Well, this sucks. I don't know how bad I look right now or how bad I sound, but I just wanted to get this out there so you guys can know what's going on. On Tuesday, well, if you follow me on Twitter, you probably saw this image already. I was in the hospital all night last night. I have a abscess on my tonsil, which really, really hurts, which I'll get to. But man, even me talking, the doctor said it sounded like I had a mouthful of hot potatoes, which is apparently the medical term for it. But I just want to let you guys know what was going on and what this means for content over the next week or so, and kind of the story behind it, because that's generally what I like to do, tell you the story of what's going on. And this time it just so happens to be what's going on in my life. If I have to take a drink of water every once in a while, hopefully that's okay. It really hurts to do so. So Tuesday I woke up in the morning and I had a really bad sore throat. And like to the point where I'm like, okay, this seems like strep throat. I rested all day. Around 5 p.m. I told Steph, I'm like, hey, like this is worse than normal. She's like, do you want me to book you in at the doctor? Our doctor is gone, like her family doctor is gone, but would you like me to book you in with on call? So I went down over there and a new doctor, one I haven't seen before, go in. They give me a strep test. It's negative. They're like, well, this is pretty new onset. We don't know. It could still be strep. Come back in a couple days if things continue to get worse. Until then, try to drink lots of fluids. And it got progressively worse. To the point where 2 days later, on Wednesday, I went back to the doctor. They swabbed it again. They told me that it was strep. Now, I've had strep many, many times. I don't mean to brag, but doctors have told me I have extremely large tonsils. You know what the other thing they say is massive. Now, after that, they gave me penicillin, antibiotics, and sent me home and said, take 2 of these 2 times a day. It should get better if it is strep. And they were like, they weren't 100% sure it was strep. Like they gave me another strep test. They said that it kind of showed up on the test results on the swab, but they were not 100% sure about it. So I went home, took the antibiotics, and oh yeah, the one other thing is 2 days earlier, they sent me home with something called dexamethasone, which is a drug, an anti-inflammatory drug, which basically took all the swelling in my face. Also, I don't know if you can tell, this side of my face is extremely swollen. When I was wearing a sweater yesterday in a couple of the videos that I recorded, I think it was incredibly obvious. Anyway, they gave me dexamethasone, and like within 12 hours, I felt a lot better. So that's like, if you watch the video today that I recorded about the GTA 6 story on Inkslasher, I recorded it that day when I was feeling a lot better. But 12 hours after that, the pain like shot up again. So I went back to the doctors. They gave me the penicillin. Last night, holy crap. I don't even know how to explain this. So the kids had like sports and stuff, and I was out with Steph because it was nice outside, and it hit a point where, okay, I can't eat anymore, like at all. Like I tried to eat 4 fries with gravy on them, couldn't do it. I tried to drink water, I couldn't drink water. It was just amplifying, and I'm like, okay, you got to give the penicillin time to work. So I lay down in bed, and I'm laying there, and I can't sleep. The pain is so bad, and it's to the point where it's not just if I swallow anymore. It's not just like if I talk right now, it hurts. It's not just in those situations. It is literally all the time. It feels like someone is taking a potato peeler and taking it to my tonsil over and over and over again. So I'm like, what the hell? So I try to sleep. 3 a.m. comes around and I like lose it. Like full on, like, what the hell is going on? This isn't normal. This is worse than strep. So I wake Steph up. I actually think she was awake because I was tossing and turning like crazy. I wake Steph up and I'm like, I don't know what to do. And she's a nurse. I used to be a paramedic. And I'm like, I never go to the hospital. I'm never going to go to the hospital for having a freaking sore throat. But like, this hurts so bad. I feel like it's worse. She's like, well, you know, like if you feel as though this is worse, go they'll be able to give you like maybe a painkiller, maybe an IV to give you some fluids, maybe some more dexamethasone. So I went at 3 a.m. She had to stay home with the kids. I went at 3 a.m., checked in at 3 a.m., and this is Canada, so healthcare takes a while. By 5, I had a room, and by 8, I had an IV. They gave me Toradol, dexamethasone, and he looked at my throat and he said, "You have a abscess, a tonsil abscess, why can't I think of the name of it? It starts with a P. I have it written in my phone. A peritonsillar abscess." So essentially what that is you get strep throat, or you get some sort of bacterial infection in your throat. Tonsillitis includes that. And it'll spread to another area. So I have swelling all the way down my jaw, in my cheek, up my face, because of this freaking abscess. Now, because I live in Canada, normally, like if you're at a good hospital, you would probably see an ear, nose, and throat specialist within a couple hours. They would drain it, and Bob's your uncle. They give you antibiotics, and you're on your way. But we're in Canada. I have to wait until Tuesday to go and see an ear, nose, and throat specialist. Until then, they didn't give me any more dexamethasone. So any sort of like pain relief from that is gone. And it's not even a painkiller, it just reduces the swelling. And then they gave me antibiotics that I have to, like, literally the most antibiotics I've ever seen prescribed to someone. So I'm taking those for the next 14 days, which my stomach is going to be messed by the time that's over. And then I go on Tuesday to hopefully get this drained, or best case scenario, it is gone by the time I go on Tuesday, and then he can just look at it and be like, it's healing, leave it. But based off of how I'm feeling, they gave me IV antibiotics today as well. I don't think it's going away. I think we're going to have to wait to get it drained, which means like, when am I making this? Friday? Saturday, Sunday, and Monday are going to be hell, especially if it doesn't go away, especially if it gets bigger. The reason why I ended up going to the hospital is because I felt as though it was like stopping me from breathing and like getting in the way of like pretty much everything. And then just the pain was just insanity. So I don't know. I've made videos like this before where I've talked about like me having Brugada syndrome and like just kind of things that have gone on in my life. And I try to keep you guys updated with that kind of thing. As far as videos go, I think I have 2 videos for this channel recorded. Ink Slasher, that channel, I think it might be chalked for a few days. Those videos take a really long time to put together, edit, talk, do everything. I might try to record one for Monday if I can. Doom comes out to early access on Monday. If this gets better, we will stream it, we will play it. That's a big if. What else? The Weekly Reload. That's the news show. If you haven't subscribed to the Weekly Reload, go check it out. Slick told me that if I couldn't talk, he was going to record it. So what I'm planning on doing is getting up tomorrow and recording it as much as possible, sending it off to him. And if he has to add things into it or make changes to it, he can do that. He's a legend. Make sure you check out the Weekly Reload. But man, it sucks. Like, I felt like we were just getting in like a really good rhythm here. GTA stuff coming out this week, Call of Duty stuff doing really well on this channel, Battlefield, even like Mafia video that we did earlier this week. Everything was doing really well, and like you're just getting into the flow of things. And that's the problem with doing what I do on YouTube. There's like, I don't have any backup. There's not like I go. So the other option, the other thing that could happen, and I'm a little scared about this, is if I go in on Tuesday and he's like, no, this is really bad, then I have to get my tonsils out. And I've heard stories about people as adults who get their tonsils out, and I've heard that it's like excruciatingly painful, a lot of complications, just not like 2 weeks of hell basically. I'm really hoping that's not the case, because then I can't record videos for 2 weeks if that's the case. And I have a family needs to have bills paid for them, and yeah, it's stressful, and I'm gonna do my best. And hopefully I'm able to get some content out for you guys. But yeah, I guess moral of the story is stay strong. Thank you guys for the support. I know you probably heard my voice throughout the week just get weirder and weirder and weirder. And you're like, why does this guy sound like he's got something shoved in his mouth? Turns out I kind of did. It was a big ball of pus that I'm going to have to get drained into a syringe with very little anesthetic, which sounds so fun. So fun. In the meantime, I do planning out content. I think I'm gonna take the time and try to write a bunch of videos so that when I do get back, I can just record a bunch and get them out to Slick, get them out to the editors. And ice cream. I think I'm gonna get ice cream. I don't normally eat ice cream, but I think I'm gonna get ice cream and some soup, maybe some pudding, maybe yogurt. I don't know. I can't eat much. Water is painful. So yeah, that's where I am. Thanks for being here, guys. Appreciate you.